Okay, so this is going to be, these are going to be my day one raid loadouts for the final shape raid. I'm not going to go over these in crazy detail, but here we go. So I'm going to be starting off with Strand Titan, of course, with Wishful Ignorance Exotic. And I'll just quickly page over some of this so you can see what I got. I am going to upload this as a video. And then in the subclass, we're running Fury, Warding, Generation, and Transmutation with Into the Fray, Banner of War, Grapple, and Towering Barricade. Pretty standard stuff there. Okay. 10 resilience for everything, of course. Now, I'm also going to have a Syntho Titan build ready for Strand. The subclass is going to be exactly the same with just some changes to some of the modifications on the armor and obviously Syntheseps. All right. And the stats once again, max resilience, recovery, and discipline and strength I'll be focusing in. I'm also going to have 2 solar subclasses ready. I'm going to have a traditional Syntho Titan solar. I'll mouse over the mods here. Once again, if you want to see any of the mods, you can go back in the VOD or just watch the YouTube video. It is up to you. And then in the subclass, we're running Throwing Hammer, Healing Nade, Soul Invictus, Roaring Flames with Searing, Empyrean, Soulless, and Torches. And then I'm going to have, if I decide that I want to do like a Pyrogale build, I'm going to have the same thing, but with Pyrogale. And the subclass will be exactly the same, except it'll be Burning Maul. So I'll make sure that I'll swap that out. So if anything, what I'll do is I'll clear with this. I'll swap Sunbreaker to Hammer of Soul. I'll clear with this. And then when DPS comes, I'll swap to this for damage. That's if I want to do that. Same thing would work with Strand. This will be my ad clearing because this is the new exotic. This gives you an extra melee charge and your melee's charge per pulse of Banner of War. So it's pretty nice. And then I'll swap to Synthos for Syntho Strand damage. I'm also going to have 2 void setups ready. The first one is going to be a Heart of Inmost Light Sentinel Shield. I'll mouse over the mods here real quick. Once again, just go back in the video or the VOD if you want to see. And then in the subclass, we're running Sentinel Shield, not Ward of Dawn. And this is if we ever run into a situation where like it's really hard to stay alive and we need my Sentinel Shield to keep the team alive. Vortex Nade, Shield Throw, Bulwark, Bastion, and then I'm running Undermining, Remnant, Starvation, and Persistence. And then what I would do is I would swap, this would be my ad clearing, and then for damage, I would swap from here to the skull, and then I would use Ursa to block for my team as they do damage. And once again, maxing out resilience, recovery, discipline, and strength. Whoops. And then I'm gonna have 2 arc ones as well. So this will be my arc clearing build. Heart of Inmost Light. I'll mouse over the mods. All this is assuming that I'm using a solar gun to clear, by the way. Same thing with surges. I will change these out, you know, to like double, triple surge for damage. I'm gonna make a lot of changes on the fly, but this is just like a base set. We're using Knockout, Thunder, Pulse Grenade, Thunderclap with Resistance, Shock, Ions, and Magnitude. And then for damage, I will swap from that down to this. And the only difference there is now we're using Cure S. And that's going to be with Resilience and Recovery. And then the last thing that I'm going to have is I will have I'll just make like a hot swap to Line Rampants if I need to do like a dumping puzzle with a sword, or if I need to make ammo, I can swap to this. You know, I'll just have like random things. Oh, that reminds me, I need to add something to my boots there. But I am going to start off with this. As far as weapons, I love this new call sidearm. It's great. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to actually load into the raid with Sunshot the Call and Edge Transit, or the sword, Eager Edge Sword. Either of these, but I do love this explosive light autoloading. Crafted Supremacy with Rewind and Kinetic. Midnight Coup with One for All and Explosive. Just a 1-2 punch shotty. Lingering Dread with Blinding Nades and autoloading. Izzy, Wither Horde, It's always nice to have a fusion rifle, so I went with choke clip and then mountaintop with recombination and auto loading. Here we're gonna have sunshot, just basic recluse. I just want to have an SMG on me and avoid weapons, so getting 2 birds stoned at once. Zalo for when I swap off of sunshot. Indebted kindness, which is, you know, these 2 rocket sidearms. I want an arc weapon, so Nation of Beasts. 1-2 punch shoddy here. Red death, because why not? Could save you if you have to hold down a plate or something. Vouchsafe, because I always want a scout rifle on me and I always want a trace rifle on me, so we're using this with reconstruction and incandescent. And then as far as heavy weapons, bringing tractor, Gallarhorn, whisper as far as exotics, and then the classics, so bait and switch, linear fusion, commemoration, so that I have a machine gun, bait and switch, reconstruction, apex, frenzy, eager edge sword. This will be my ad clearing GL, and this will be my DPS GL, bait and switch, envious. And there's a thing in the artifact where void weapons deal increased damage to weakened targets. Now apparently this doesn't work when it comes to div, but it will work for any other weakened source as far as I know, so like tether and weakened needs. This is also going to be god tier for Titan, shield crush, and then we're just running some of the sword buffs. This I will swap out on the fly, so if I swap to a void subclass, I'll swap up to this. I'm just most likely going to be playing solar, so I'll stay on that. And if I swap to arc, I'll swap down to here. This to create some elemental pickups. And then if there's an unstoppable, I will use most likely one of the sidearms or scout rifle. Overload hand cannon, that's easy. Anti-barrier SMG, that's easy. Plus the other champion mods built into the subclasses. So that is pretty much it. I think that covers it. I know it's pretty quick. I will not be running prismatic because I haven't had enough time to really play with it and piece together a build that I'm really happy and comfortable with. I think day 1 raids, it's really important to play what you're most comfortable with. And I'm most comfortable on Titan for sure, especially Strand and Solar Titan. And I'll have these for support for the team if we need it. So that's pretty much it. I'm excited for the final shape. So far, this piece of content has been great. The update has been fantastic. The destination is awesome. The story was fun. The mechanics are cool. The puzzles are cool. And I just expect the raid is going to be awesome as well. So if you haven't played it yet, definitely check it out. Good luck, everybody, as well. Good luck, everybody.